tonight begins with prerequisites. Prerequisites before we engage, before we establish a family, before we even look for anyone. And I spoke about this a couple of nights ago. But there are things that I need to add to that list. Before you think of, I have to meet someone who is the right person for me, what should she look like? Should she be Iraqi? Should she be Lebanese? Think for a moment. Come to yourself. You cannot make anyone happy, and no one can make you happy before you're satisfied and content with your own self. And that is why I want to talk about 2 points. Number one, masculinity with the brothers. What is masculinity? Some of us confuse masculinity with, you have to be a big guy, and you have to work out every day 5 hours at the gym, and you have to have a few tattoos. And you have to see who's looking at you, so you pick a fight with him. Every day we get into a fight. I read a comment online. Someone wrote to some other dude that if I see you, I'm going to change the geography of your face. Meaning, your eyes will end up here and your ears will end up there. What kind of nonsense is this? This is not masculinity. Or we associate masculinity with wealth. A guy, a man, he's got to be wealthy. He's got to be driving an S500, a Bentley, an Escalade, I don't know what. Or a man is not supposed to be emotional. He's supposed to kill all his emotions. He should never feel any emotions. Those are all inaccurate descriptions, brothers. In fact, you've heard of the story of the Prophet Dawood, David and Goliath. Goliath was huge. He was like the rock, probably also bald. And Dawood, he was a small man. He was not muscular. But who beat Dawood? Beat Goliath. David beat Goliath. Why? Because he was a man from the inside. He had willpower. He had dedication. He believed in himself. He knew his mission. He sought the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah aided him and he received victory. Amir al-Mu'mineen wa Mawla al-Muwahhideen Ali ibn Abi Talib, he has a sermon in Nahj al-Balagha called the Sermon of Jihad. The Sermon of Jihad. Khutbatul Jihad. I believe it's number 17 or 21 in Nahj al-Balagha. Where he says, يا أشباح الرجال ولستم برجال. Speaking to men, to his armed forces, he says, you look like men, but you're not men. You look like men. You dress, he wears pants. He thinks he's a man. Why? Because Amir al-Mu'mineen, listen to this. You want to know what a man is all about? How Amir al-Mu'mineen wants you to be? What a man is in the dictionary of Amir al-Mu'mineen? Muawiyah had come with his troops and they had looted many cities. And they had gone to non-Muslim women. And they had taken their jewelry away from them. Give us your jewelry. The woman gave their jewelry and they started crying. They took our jewelry, they took our jewelry. Amir al-Mu'mineen says, if a man dies out of sorrow and sadness after hearing this, I would not blame him. This is terrible news. So Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen says, get up, let's go. After the battle of Siffin, we have to march to Muawiyah again. We cannot allow him to do this. So they said, Ya Ali, we're tired. We're tired. We just came out of a battle. It's hot now. Few months later, they said, it's cold now. So he said to them, Ya ashbah al-rijal, walastum birijal. You look like men, but you're no men. A man will rise to the occasion. A man will defend himself and his family and his territory and his land. And because when we speak of masculinity, automatically toxic masculinity. So a lot of people, to avoid toxic masculinity, now we have a lot of shabab, we have a lot of the youth that are very soft. The exact opposite. And that's very disturbing. That's very disturbing. But what do I mean by soft? Don't say, no, I ain't no softy, I'm gonna. No, that's not what I mean. I mean rise to the occasion. Be responsible. I said this the other day. Do you make your bed? Are you responsible? How many responsibilities do you have? Do you execute your responsibilities? Are you looking forward to a future of success? Are you waking up early? Or are you spending the whole time video games? Gaming. Brothers, wallah, wallah, wallah. I said wallah 3 times on the minbar of Imam al-Hussein. You will regret every minute of the hour that you've spent gaming in your life. Now you don't realize it. Now you're young. You don't know this precious gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Your greatest enemy today is gaming. Check back with me in 10 years. When some of your friends, the nerds, those who are, loners, and nobody cares for them, nobody looks at them because he doesn't care what shoes he's wearing and how his shirt looks, becomes the CEO of the company that you work for, check back with me. The guy that goes the extra mile, he's going to be your boss in 10 years. This is just how it is. No, I'm some sort of genius, and there's no such thing. Don't fool yourself, please. But we also need to toughen up our men. Let them go see the poor people, how they live. Let them give them some responsibilities. Let them know that not everything they ask for, you give them right away. Let them earn it. Because tomorrow when he leaves your home, he has to face reality. And the world is a tough place out there. If you spoil your children with giving them everything that they want, tomorrow there will be a big shock for them. And they can't hear a no from anybody because they always heard yes, 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 especially from the moms. Now let's shift to this side. Femininity. It also can be toxic. And Allah